Welcome to OZtruckintv. Paul Hansen, do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Go ahead, Mick. Ask away.
Okay, tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Paul Hansen. I'm 54 years old. I've been in the transport game since I was about 18, on and off. I'm not one of these big interstate drivers, but I do interstate occasionally for the company that I work for. I've got 3 kids, 25, 22 and 20, Ryan, Todd and Kristen. I have a granddaughter called Holly. A lot of hobbies that I got. I do play a lot of online games, World War II games, in my spare time. Enjoy a bit of gardening every now and then, like my car. I do own a Holden Calais. I'm on the lookout for an F100 out there at the moment, guys, an old one if you are interested. And I was into motorbikes, but getting to the age I am now, I'm a bit slow and whatever. So yeah, just an easy going bloke, and I just take things easy each day as it comes. That's
okay. What's your biggest safety concern in the transport industry today?
Well, my personal concern in the industry today, safety concerns, I think it's very over-regulated. It boils down to the government's bodies interpreting the rules one way, and laws. So remember, there's 2 things, rules and laws, and the way we interpret them back, and I think there's a lot of misinterpretation, and therefore that's a safety issue, in my opinion. The other thing, of course, is the lack of trucking bays, where we park, all the rest areas.
Okay, Paul, if you could influence road safety, what would be some of your ideas?
Well, some of my ideas, and it's got to be everybody's ideas actually, you've got to educate people on how heavy vehicles operate. I've noticed in the way the young kids are brought up to learn to drive, there's nothing really in the manual about awareness of trucks. How long it takes them to slow down. You pull in front of them, it stops that braking distance, the overtaking thing with trucks, and yeah, it just boils down to education to everybody. That's even truck drivers ourselves have got to be educated again, okay? And I don't believe in redoing licences and stuff like that, but just keep us all up to date on everything. But mainly cars, grey nomads, no offence to the nomads out there, because I'll be one myself one day. Motorbikes. Just education, probably more on TV education. There's just not enough out there. The government's not doing enough to educate, yet they're very quick to crucify us in general for everything because it's our fault. It's not our fault, we try our best, so it just boils down to education. That's my view on it.
Paul, what would you be doing if you weren't driving trucks?
Well, probably the same as everybody else. We'd all like to have the easy life. I'd like to be living on the coast somewhere, probably with a fishing pole out there on the beach somewhere. At the moment, if I wasn't driving truck due to circumstances, I don't mind doing the odd forklift job every now and then, loading and unloading trucks, which I have done in my life as I've been coming up through the ranks, as they say. Storeman work. The company I work for, there's a possibility of going to the yard later on, which will be a nice easy job for me. But technically, if I wasn't driving trucks, everyone's wish, multi-millionaire, the easy life, which is everybody's dream. That's what I'd like to be doing right now.
Do you have a nickname out on the road?
Well, nickname I have out on the road with people that know me, they call me Sketches due to a couple of tattoos I got. With the vehicle I drive, I got to have a laugh when I was doing, started doing this little bit of interstate work every now and then. I drive an MAN, it's an underpowered truck, and very quickly, you're very quick-witted, you just call me 27. Because that's what speed I end up doing, going up hills all the time. Doesn't matter, loaded or empty, the little girl just does 27 kilometres an hour. And I just crack up.
Have you heard any good jokes lately?
Well, the same in the trucking industry, as we know, guys. There's a lot of jokes out there, but seeing this is sort of a G-rated show, I can't repeat a lot of them. But one of the biggest jokes to me at the moment is listening to interpretations of the rules by the RTA when you get pulled up by them.
What music do you listen to out on the road that gets you motivated?
When I'm not motivated and it's time to sort of pep yourself up a little bit, I throw a bit of Jerry Lee Lewis on. I've got a bad habit, I've got just about every album the bloke's got, and I just breeze through all of that. And then to mellow out when I'm in a really bad mood, I listen to classical music, so have a laugh at that. Alright,
Paul, what do you enjoy about working in the transport industry?
Working in the transport industry well, you get to meet a lot of people, of course, you make a lot of mates out of it. I do enjoy doing the work that I do, which a lot of you do as well. You run into long lost friends, which I'll tell you a little bit about just at the end of this thing here. And it's surprising who you do run into out on the road. As long as you enjoy your work and you do work for a good company and you do have a good boss, it runs all very smooth. I'm lucky in that respect that I do have that going for me.
Alright Paul, we're down to the last question. Is there anyone there that you want to give a shout out to?
Right, the shout I want to give out to is a friend of the man who's doing this interview, is Jamie. Jamie, to you mate, thank you very much. You've put me in contact with this man here who I lost contact with 8 or 9 years ago, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. We are very good mates and lost contact and I've got him. So to you Jamie, mate, thank you very much, and I owe you one out on the road mate when I see you. Thank you very much. Well, I'd like to thank Mick and OZtruckintv for letting me have my say. Guys, if you run out into Mick out on the road, mate, say hello to him. Top bloke, do the interview. It is easy, and we get to say our voice out there that everyone can watch and see, and have your say. OZtrucking, thank you.
'Cause I've got you.